It wasn't too long ago, and we had visited Hops Hollow here at the top of Long Tom Pass. Well, because they brew beer here, beautiful beer. But Willie had asked us to come back because he is now since distilling vodka.
Three Dudes Vodka concept started way back in 2022, where myself and my neighbor, Jakkie Mellet, started a little side project to see how we can utilize his underappreciated produce. What that basically means is the potatoes that doesn't make it to the market. So it's either not big enough, or it's funnily shaped, or it's got cut by a plow, or whatever the case may be. And we started this whole, call it a traditional project, where we went back to the roots of vodka and started making vodka out of potatoes. Where traditionally, in the olden days, especially in Russia, Poland, Slovak areas, those guys used anything and everything to make some sort of spirit for either self-consumption or resell to the public. And in those days, where it all started, was predominantly vegetables like potatoes. Now, in today's life, only 3% of the world's vodka production is made with potatoes. Predominantly, it's made with either sugarcane, where your cane vodka, your cane spirits come from, or grain, which is your Smirnoffs, your and your those kind of vodkas. So we started this project as a homage to tradition, going back to the roots and using potatoes to make, well, vodka. So the name Three Dudes Distillery or Three Dudes Vodka comes from, it was originally a holding name for the company because we are three partners, which is myself, Jakkie Mellet, and my father. And over time, the name grew on us and it kind of just stuck. So within the Three Dudes Distillery range, we've got quite a bit of different products. So we've got our Three Dudes Mixing Vodka, which is a grain-based vodka made specifically for the target market that drinks predominantly vodka. And then we've got a subset of our potato vodkas, which is platinum, chrome, and gold. So platinum is a pure potato vodka. The chrome is a blend between potato vodka and grain vodka. And the gold is a wood-aged potato vodka that leans more towards a whiskey side, but not completely. If you're looking into the taste profile of a potato vodka, if you compare it to your normal standard vodkas that you get in South Africa, which is a lot of the time very strong, in the sense that you can taste the alcohol in your mouth and your throat, and it tastes like nothing. It's a blank canvas. Vodka essentially is the perfect cocktail mixer because it doesn't have any odd tastes or anything like that. Whereas potato vodka has got a much more earthy, almost like I don't want to call it a tequila, but it's more towards a tequila. It's got that earthy notes, something between like a gin and a tequila. So you can basically taste and smell the potato. It's definitely a niche market, and definitely it's got its own set of customers.
The secret here at Hops Hollow is in fact the natural spring water that is seeping through the mountain. And look at this, it's coming out one of these natural springs over here. That is what is making beautiful vodka. Fantastic beer, which they've been renowned for over here. But Willie will let him tell us a little bit more.
Being at a very strong earthy notes, and we do 5 times distilled, which means it doesn't burn as much, and it's more focused on the pure earthy flavors of the potatoes. We normally distill between 85 and 90% pure alcohol out of the still. So once that happens, we need to dilute it in some form or way to get it to a standard 43. So that's where the mountain's magical water comes into play. And we use the wonderful water directly from the mountain to dilute it to a 43%. Looking into where we currently sell our products, we predominantly focus on the Lowveld because we're situated close to it. And we've seen that in the market, our more sweeter and standard products do a lot better at this stage. So our mixing vodka goes to a lot of restaurants in the area, our spirit coolers, and then definitely our flagship product which is called Nachmelifi, which is a coffee chocolate cream liqueur made with our grain vodka. That is definitely the front runners. Looking into the potato vodka, I do think the export market is definitely larger, and I think we'll do a lot better in it. So you can find us on our website, which is www.3dudes.co.za. We've got an online shop on there, which you can buy the vodka and we courier to you directly. Otherwise, we are available in most of the Spar top shops in Nelspruit and Lydenburg. And you can visit the distillery and the establishments at Hops Hollow to buy bottles directly. So if you're driving on the Panorama route on your way to Sabi or coming from Sabi towards Lydenburg, we're situated on the highest point of the Longton Pass.